Hey guys, Scott with Heritage Farms, Texas. How are you doing? Well, it's Super Bowl Sunday. It's the afternoon. Hey man, just taking a few minutes here to get some tools organized and get ready for part 2 of the Weather Guard Toolbox project. Okay, so we talked about before, what am I going to put in this toolbox? What do I need? Now keep in mind, I work Monday through Friday with my day job, and I'm only at the farm basically Friday night through Sunday afternoon. So, every week I'm having to load and unload the truck. Well, that's all going to stop with the addition of the toolbox. And but I got to have some stuff in the toolbox that I need. One of the things we're going to do is we're going to build some dividers to go in the toolbox to keep it organized. But there's some things that I feel like I need on a weekly basis at the farm. So let's run through these and see what we got. So apologize, hopefully there's not much of a glare. So the first thing we're going to have in the toolbox is a tool bag. You got to have all your hand tools, man. Comes in pretty handy. What else do you need? Well, sometimes the windshield gets dirty on the tractor or the truck, so a little Windex. Got a little starter fluid, sunscreen, bug spray, hand cleaner, WD-40. Boy, those Clorox disinfectant wipes are outstanding. Tell you what, man, I found out a lot wearing these nitrate or disposable gloves are outstanding. Like when I'm feeding hay and it's cold and wet and there's frost on the ground, leather gloves gets wet, and there's nothing that's more miserable than if it's 30 degrees or 34 degrees and wet or raining and your hands are cold. So what I found out is if you put those gloves on, then put your leather work gloves on, no matter how wet your leather gloves get, your hands don't get near as cold. I'm a big fan of those. Dust mask. All right, underneath the dust mask, what do you see? Painter's tape. That's mostly for shooting targets and covering up your shots. Let's see, we got duct tape, a pair of safety glasses, cable ties, we got an extra ball. Well, I tell you what, I was at Harbor Freight and came across those earmuffs, $3.99 a pair. Can't beat that, man, for shooting guns or heavy equipment, power equipment. Got a 12-ton heavy-duty bottle jack. Comes in handy if I needed to do something with the truck, four-wheeler, tractor implements, whatever. Let's see, I got a bag of ratchet straps. Got a 30-foot toe strap. Gotta have a hacksaw. This is a mini air compressor. Oh, don't forget tape measure. Ball peen hammer, rubber mallet. Jumper cables. Ooh, scissors. A clamp. Another tape measure. That's how important they are. Sharpie, fire stick, trash bags. What do we got there? Pry bar. Sometimes you need to figure out how much of a fence project you have. You need a 12-foot gate, 8-foot gate. Good to have a tape measure like that. Grinder, man. I'll tell you what, this 20-volt DeWalt system is outstanding. I can't tell you what, I've got a metal cutoff wheel on here, and if I need to cut something metal, I can do it. Actually got a wire brush on here today, that cordless drill. A couple of blocks, and the reason for the blocks, you never know when you might need to do something to put a cog under a wheel, or use it with the bottle jack, get a little more height. Ooh, this is important. Probably one of the most important things. Cheater pipe, heavy walled cheater pipe. Really needs some leverage, does some great things. Let's see, an extension cord. Gotta have some twine, you never know. Hey, this is important. Four-wheeler, who knows, man? Tubeless tire repair kit, crucial. Can I fix a flat if that doesn't work? Some rope. This bag right here actually has all of my vehicle tied down. So if I'm carrying the Kubota on my flatbed trailer, I need to strap it down, or one of the hot rods on a flatbed trailer, that's my car straps, are big, heavy-duty straps. Of course, you gotta have a level also. Chain, you never know, tire tool. So that's just kind of, towels. Can't say the importance of a towel. Look at there, carpenter's square. That's just a portion of the stuff. So I guess my next question, will it all fit? Oh, don't forget, bar oil, chainsaw. Man, there's a lot of stuff that's got to go in there. So anyway, you guys sit tight, watch, see what happens. Tell me what's in your toolbox. Am I missing anything? Oh, I know one thing I'm missing. first aid kit. Gotta have a first aid kit. Because keep in mind, a lot of times I'm in places where, you know, you just can't run down to the local store. I mean, I'm an hour away sometimes out in the middle of the wilderness. So it's important to have what you need. Or at least be able to get by, you know, like MacGyver. But anyway, hey, there you go. So we'll keep working on it. And I'm gonna try to figure out some dividers to go in the toolbox. I want flexibility. I want the ability to move the dividers around depending on what I'm carrying, but there's gonna be some stuff that's always gonna be constant. Jumper cables, air compressor, bottle jack. Some of that stuff is not gonna move much, so I can make some fairly permanent dividers. Main thing is I just wanna keep it from falling over. I like stuff to be organized in there, so when I open the box, I know where it is. Everything has a place, everything is in its place. And when I go from point A to point B, it's still in its place. It's not moving around. That's the plan. All right, guys. Hey, I hope you like what you see. Let me know. What else should I have in the toolbox? One thing I am missing, I do have a nice little plastic case of a generic tool set that has a bunch of ratchets, drivers, you know, pliers, cutters, blah, 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 which is really kind of nice. It's an off-brand, so in the event if somebody did break in and steal it, yeah, I got a little money tied up here, but there's nothing, you know, that's mission critical that I can't replace or buy again. I mean, so I don't want to put, you know, the best snap-on tools in the world in the box or anything, but, you know, at the same time, I got to have some stuff in here. Hey, leave me a comment. What else do I need? Am I missing anything? Any ideas for dividers in that toolbox? All right, guys. Well, this is part 2. Part 3 to follow. I'm beginning to wonder, will it all fit? That's the $1 million question. Oh, the other thing I got to put in here, which a guy told me once and makes perfect sense, is a change of clothes. That's right. I'm going to throw some socks, blue jeans, t-shirt, baseball cap, because man, when you're out here, you just never know when you're gonna rip your pants on barbed wire fence or spill motor oil on you or something. Having a change of clothes, that's probably a pretty good idea. So I'm gonna put those in there as well, maybe along with a rain slicker or a light wind jacket in case the weather turns. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Hey, thanks guys, really appreciate it.